Ready.
Okay,
All right,
Maestro.
guys. The video will be coming up in about 30 seconds.
Cool.
I'm going to take a sip off my margarita.
Hell yeah.
What kind of margarita?
Yeah. Have you heard of the tequila brown Hornitos?
Oh, whoa. No, sounds good, though.
Hornitos.
Oh, Hornitos. Yeah, Hornitos. Okay.
Hornitos.
Nice.
Hornitos.
Nice,
Hornitos.
nice.
Yeah, look at Dana's taking a sip.
All right, gents. Are we ready to rock and roll?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Let's rock and roll, baby.
Let's make it happen. In 3, 2, and 1. All right. John, feel free to take it away and introduce this week's guest.
Hello. We have myself, John Freeman, and we have my partner in crime, Dana Nicholson.
Yes, sir.
And we have a special guest today, Kenny Yoho from Florida. And we've had quite the adventures.
Welcome, Kenny. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good seeing you guys. Good seeing you boys. We got a lot of memories together and
A lot of memories, yes.
awesome to catch up. I love the idea.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We were going to have your counterpoint from Panama, Rudy, but we can't find the guy. I think he fell in the ocean or something.
Yep.
So he's out surfing somewhere. But with Kenny and Rudy, boy, they took us on an adventure to a place called Chile, the bottom of South America. And we found some pretty cool places to ride in the sand dunes down there. Not only that, but we ran into none other than Mad Mike. And we got into, I think, some mishaps. And we were down there with what was the promoter that brought us down there, Kenny?
Yeah, his name was Carlos. So he was.
And Carlos.
Yep.
So the whole thing, before we decided to pretty much take Larry Linkhogel and Mike Sinkmars down to Chile. Carlos, I said, if you can get me Easter Island, we will come down there with Rudy, Mad Mike, and Kenny Yoho. But
Wait,
we're not coming unless you get Easter Island.
All right, listen, man. Before we get into the whole story.
That's story time because it took me 3 months.
Yeah, can you hang on a second? Before we get into
go for it.
Videos, why don't we get caught up on Kenny a little bit and hear about what Kenny's been doing up in Florida with his track and what he's been doing recently with his racing.
Not only that, but how did you get introduced to us before that?
We'll take it all back though. Yeah, originally we come from racing. Me and Rudy, I heard of him. He heard of me, but we really didn't know each other from racing. So, but he could do some tricks. I could do tricks, and then in time we came together, and then that's how me and Rudy met, pretty much racing. And then we knew Bubba, as Bubba is a longtime Florida boy himself. So Bubba kind of got us in contact with you guys, and then I think it was like 2007. We didn't come on. We watched the Crusty 1 and 2 from the couch, and we were like big fans, So by that time, we were excited to get out there and become Crusties ourselves, So Crusty 7, Crusty 8, Crusty 9, that was more our time. So But yeah, we come from racing background. After the freestyle, that's what I do now. Is I have a I4MX series, it's the motocross series here in Florida, and we just try to train riders and groom the next stars. So.
Yeah, well, with the early days, you and Rudy both became flesh gear riders when you guys started going on trips with us. You guys both became team riders with us, which was nice.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We rocked the flesh gear pretty much about 8 years. That's how long I was in the freestyle. But yeah, flesh gear was definitely a big part of it. And then Crusty, gave us a platform, so when we toured around, we had like a little bit of credit. So we were pretty happy.
Yeah, well, for us it was nice because when we go to places like Easter Island and we got team riders with us that we could do the photos for ads and catalogs and things like that. It's always nice to have a couple guys on our side, right, Free Dog?
Well, let's take it way back because with Kenny, Yoho, and Rudy, how the hell did we even get to Chile, right? And that was the talks with probably Rudy and yourself, Kenny, and Carlos. And now I'm going to go story time, D.
Yeah,
it took me 3 months.
Kick it up a notch. It's about Kenny, not about your story.
Yeah, but we raced in Chile.
No. This is the story with Kenny and Rudy.
But no, it started in Costa Rica.
No, but the tourism board
Costa Rica
Easter
first.
Island took me 3 months with Carlos, and they said no for 3 months, and I finally got it. I don't know if you remember that, Kenny.
Yeah, I do.
But we finally got the permission from the tourism board. After 3 months, they said, okay, you can bring your bikes. You guys can ride on Easter Island. Yep. Nobody, I don't think, to this day has had permission to bring dirt bikes on that island that I know of. Surfers have gone surfing. But do you know?
Yeah, 100%. It's a safer.
100%. Nobody's ever done that.
Yeah,
that's one of the 7 wonders.
You remember the rocks? You remember the rocks that they had around the heads and stuff? So like they.
Yeah.
Like it was definitely a special thing, and when we respected it, we got our shots.
Well, if you put it in perspective, Free Dog, most people have never rode dirt bikes where we film and ride dirt bikes, and that's why we.
And they always tell us don't go there.
Yeah. So regardless of the point of that, let's talk about the first time with Rudy. Wasn't it Costa Rica first that we met? Went and hung out with Rudy.
With Rudy, we probably met him maybe in Florida, but then he took us to Costa Rica.
Yeah, South America tour. Before
we went to Costa Rica, and then we went to Panama, went to
Dominican Republic,
Rudy's place, and then Dana went with Rudy to Dominican Republic,
and Yoho also.
Yep.
Yoho, you also went with me, and that was a funny trip. Well, do you got anything queued up? Since we're on Easter Island, why don't we just rip right into some Easter Island? Because that was like one of the
let's go.
Most ridiculous places I think we've ever actually brought dirt bikes because they were so.
Well, we're going to start off with Chile.
Hold on, let me lead you in here though. Before we went to Easter Island, it wasn't like smooth sailing for sure.
Yeah, no, let's hear it. Let's hear the story.
They had the dengue. Remember the dengue?
Yeah,
remember me with my fucking memory.
Hey, Dana was freaked.
You got fucked up, dude.
I was like that right there.
So we're going over there, worried about the mosquitoes and the dengue, and then I got in a bad crash, so I'm already screwed up already. So
you already got messed up.
Yeah, we should watch that.
We made it happen.
Hey, wait. So. Also,
all right. So
hang on. Wait. Also, Link Hogel, because all the news from Easter Island comes from Chile, and they're like, everybody's like, "Don't go there. You're gonna die. It's fucking dengue. Everybody's dying in fucking Easter Island." So Link Hogel bitched out and got on a plane and flew fucking home with Sinkmeyers. So yeah, of course I had to go, and I got off the plane like fucking whoa, all scared as fuck with spray and shit. These guys are all laughing at me.
Wow, you want to go into that story?
No,
We're ready for opportunity. We were
remember I
ready.
got off the plane, and the Islanders are all in shorts, and they got like pulling out trees out of their pockets, like, hey, you got a plantation, and they're all laughing at us. They're laughing at me, not you guys.
I think it was me and Kenny and Rudy. We got off in board shorts, like pushover shorts, and probably tank tops. And Dana looked like this with he didn't even have. He had gloves on and the whole thing, right?
He slept in a net. He had a net.
He was like that, and then
Look at that, dude.
I had to share
Boom.
we checked into the bungalows, right?
Yep.
And Dana took like 6 bug spray cans and sprayed the whole thing, so I couldn't even go in the hut. I had to go over to you and Rudy's hut over there because I couldn't breathe.
That's so fucked up, huh? I didn't even know what Dangy
trying to kill
was.
all the mosquitoes.
Yeah. I didn't even know what Dangy was, but yeah, no, let's roll a little bit of that footage so we can talk about it, because that was some classic shit, man.
Yeah. That was, yeah.
That's the Ghost Rider. There's your boy.
Yeah, it's coming up right here. Here we go. Here you go, Kenny.
Yep.
Yeah. So we went over to Chile. There's Rudy. There's Kenny.
Yep.
Larry. We got Saint. Remember
Yeah,
that
remember that
helicopter
fucked up-
right
that-
there?
That was the sketchiest chopper, dude.
Oh my God! It was like an old Russian helicopter that was so ridiculous.
Yeah, I was like, I ain't getting in that thing. Have fun for y'all.
And look at that. That's first time Sink Mars was on a 450. It was a CRF 450.
I know. I wanted that.
Never been on that.
Hey, those were some fun sand dunes, huh?
That was some cool shit. And look at this. Look at Sink Mars is going huge. And Larry's trying to chase him, and I think that's...
It's me, Rudy, and Snake, Rudy, and me on that one.
Yeah. You know what's funny is, like, even nowadays, not too many people ride the dunes like that anymore, you know?
Yeah, that was one of my first time, with the... And then that's why I crashed, of course. going uphill, and I'm like, I'm going to shift fourth and go bigger. When I shift to fourth,
that one.
Oh!
Yeah. So.
Yeah. There you are.
That altered that trip. We got it done.
Those were good times.
That was pretty cool.
Absolutely.
I don't think anybody's ever done that probably since we've done that, because nobody's gone bigger than you guys in those dunes. I don't think.
No.
There's no way. Yeah.
I've been there like several times, but never got to ride it until you guys, came. So that was that was pretty special. And then even on that
was so cool.
The event, we jacked it up on the event too. So.
And then tell us about the other story that we,
What's that?
We left from what's the local town, Santiago?
Yeah, we left Santiago,
and we drove all the way to the dunes and then all the way back.
Yeah, we got a little lost.
We did like a loop.
Yeah, but this is a volcano. I think it's Pucón volcano or something.
Hey, where was that at? Hang on a second.
Stop, Maestro. Maestro, stop. There you go.
Okay. Hey, so when we went to the sand dunes, didn't we drove down the tip of Chile to go to these volcanoes, right? Am I correct?
Yes.
And remember we tried to ride up the volcano?
But it was called Pucón volcano. That's all I remember.
And didn't that one
Okay.
erupted? I think it erupted years later or some shit or some. I remember hearing something about it, and this was before we flew to the island.
Yeah, this maybe 2 days before we flew to Easter Island. So.
Oh, that's right. And we stayed on the pad where they have that helicopter landing pad right there. Remember?
Yeah. Yep. So
Yeah, that was cool.
And the volcano, and then we flew over Easter Island to battle the dengue.
I got a pretty good memory for an old guy. I should be president, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm right.
That helicopter guy, he didn't speak any English. I had the communicator, headphones, the whole thing. And he's like, huh?
Like, cracks me up. Like when we go, say we went roading those dunes and we go pretty far out, right? And it's easy not to get lost. But when we go out in the dunes in our UTVs, you get lost so easy. Like when you go on far trips, because you could go, you're not like on a swivel. You know what I mean? I always trip on all the countries that we go to, and how far we ride and go back, and it never seems to be a problem. Nowadays it's a problem if your phone turns off. You're like, how do I get back? That's fucked up. Huh?
And how the hell did I communicate to like Rudy in Panama to fly to Costa Rica, Panama, Chile, and I can't get him on the phone today?
Yeah, it's screwed up.
It's like, oh, he's on Facebook.
He's Spanish, man. They're always behind. You know how it is. If you go.
Well, not back in the day.
Always an hour or two.
We conquered that shit back in the day.
Yeah, he moved back.
Kenny, I got a question for you. Remember when we were in Easter Island and we went in that? It started raining like hard as fuck, and we went in that cave, right?
Yeah.
Big giant ass cave, and I forget who was with us, and you guys are walking to the back of the cage, and there's that dude in the very back named Tunga smoking a seashell.
That's coming up in some footage coming up.
Yeah, well, the light was coming down, so he was like back there, and he waited till they got super close and just scared the
caveman
shit out of everybody.
Now that was a cool ass moment, and I love that part in the video because you could see the sun coming through the cave, and it's just
Who was that?
The guy's living in there. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was cool as hell because a couple days later, they had the disco. At this is a small island, so they would have the disco, and we seen Tunga at the disco.
Yeah,
he comes out the cave, just where he
maybe Maestro. Let's finish up Chile because that was cool. Sand dunes right on the ocean, and then we can get into Easter Island.
Yeah, we got one sidetracked.
Man,
let's do it.
Yeah, let's
let it rip.
For it. There you guys coming down that volcano. What was the name of that volcano, Kenny?
It was Pucón is the name of it.
Pucón, okay. Pucón. And then we went down here and we pretty much fucked up shit around the beach.
I was getting 360 in the car there.
And all you guys had a blast in the sand dunes right there, right on the coast.
Chili Bean.
Chili Bean.
He was the local.
We haven't talked that name in a long time.
Yeah, Chili Bean. He's been doing a lot.
I forgot Chili Bean was there. Yeah.
One of the top guys. He hits all kinds of tricks still to the day. So
Javier
Villegas. Yeah, he was like 17, 18 back then. So.
Yeah, cool dude.
The boat shot. Remember that? I remember the boat shot.
It's right where we were staying at a hotel right there.
Yeah, the boat shot, dog. The boat sunset shot.
And then we got permission to fly on an airplane, a commercial airline that, what is it? NASA.
It only land 2 days a week. And remember the one dude who's like,
hey Maestro, let's stop right here.
remember the guy? Remember the dirt bike guy? There was like one dirt bike dude, and they heard we were coming. They never seen like a 250 before. And
but also the story, D, was like, how did we get there? Okay. So we got permission from the tourism board, and
it took.
We found out that there's an airline that, they built a runway for NASA in
Space shuttle.
Space shuttle had a problem, and that's why they built that landing right there. Do you remember that, Kenny?
I don't remember that part.
No, it was like the airline only went like every Thursday. It went there or something.
Yeah, I do.
It only went once a week. Yeah.
They,
Once we got dropped off, it was we had a
dirt
week.
Bikes, we loaded up three or four bikes, and headed to the island. That was
we had like 2 or 3. I don't know.
But, I'm still friends with somebody from Easter Island still to the day. Like they're.
Are you?
Yeah. They'll. We definitely. Yeah.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Remember when we landed in that thing, and I don't know if it was you or Rudy was coming around the turnstile with the luggage.
Yeah, me and Rudy.
Because it wasn't an airport; it was just a turnstile with a hut.
Yes. Right? Yes.
And when we landed and we're unloading, the dirt bikes, obviously we had to unload the oil and gasoline and all that kind of stuff. And there was a guy that came riding up to us with a horse, remember? And he was kind of higher up in the hierarchy of the island of those people. And he had a whole branch of weed. Marijuana was just over the side of the horse. And he goes, I'm gonna ride your bikes. No matter what, I'm riding those bikes. And who are you? Where do you come from? I need to know everything. And we're going to take you to, what was it? The Prince of the Island? Remember that?
Yeah.
And he's like, I need to ride that. And we're like, well, it has no gas, no oil. We got to, fill this thing up first. And then there was another guy, remember Dana? That said, I'm going to ride that bike.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that freaking story. I'll tell you that story real quick.
That's at the end of this.
Let's get the segment rolling. We can story time all day on this thing. Let's watch this shit.
Kick it off, Maestro.
All right, let's do it. Here we go. Easter Island. 3,
Here we
2,
go.
and 1.
There's all the boys.
Yep.
Some have hats.
Hey, they found another one. They found a big ass one that they unburied.
And there's our guys.
Yes.
That's your boys. Kenny.
Wild horses.
Such a cool place. I don't think they've ever explained how those people got there. Here's our guy.
Yeah, there's Tonga.
There you go. Kenny. Got all your boys there. There's Rudy.
That one guy was our tour guide, remember?
Yeah. Who's the third guy riding with us, Rudy?
Look at the guys laying down.
Or, Kenny.
Who's that?
There you guys go.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. That's where they told us not to jump.
Yes. Yeah.
The tourism board said, don't jump over this. And, of course, that was our first jump. Kenny, who's the third guy?
Carlos.
Okay.
Carlos. Remember, he's pretty much the guy. He was doing the GoPro.
That's our
Yeah,
that
he's
got
the
us
go
there.
guy right
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
So we brought 3 bikes on that one.
3, yep. Because Linkoggle pulled the plug.
He got
Yeah,
scared.
Link and Sink Mars, they went home.
Yeah, I didn't see no mosquitoes the whole time we were there either. Tell you that much.
Well, you sprayed the hell out of the hut.
Well, just in case. There's a learning curve.
Look at that. We pulled
There you go.
tricks over there. That's the main thing.
There's our boys.
Guess what? John got to surf over there. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I went with surfing with Rudy, and one of the locals gave me his board, and I broke his fin off.
Remember,
On the
we
rig.
got the Wheelie King.
Oh, here's our guy. No, that's not the guy that crashed.
Right here he is.
This guy.
There he is.
That guy.
That guy. He wanted our bike.
Yeah, that guy wanted to ride the bike so
got
bad, and we finally let him, and he went in the sacred spot, and the rock got him. He just fucking took himself out.
The rock ate him.
Yeah, you're not supposed to go beyond the rocks, and the rock took his ass out.
Yeah, he thought it was a super bike. He could just hit anything.
Hey,
We can stop there, Maestro.
Absolutely.
Remember that guy was on bears and he jumped on the bike and he boned out for like an hour. He's like, "Oh, I rode around the island." I'm like, "Bro, that thing had fucking a little bit of gas. You didn't go nowhere but behind a bush and fucking walk it off."
Yeah, and I turned on the camera and boom, got the crash.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, no, that was probably one of the most interesting places we've ever rode bikes and filmed. You know what I mean? As far as like actually made some pretty cool jumps and had a.
Do you remember some of the stories there, Kenny? They wanted us to go meet the prince of the island. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
When we got there, you remember that, D?
Yeah. He was. So they're like, "Oh, don't talk to that guy." He thought he was all.
No. He wanted us to come in. He's like, "Who the hell?"
No, the other people.
And brings dirt bikes because we were fascinating to the prince, right, Kenny?
Yeah,
it was like nobody does that. You know, people come over with surfboards and stuff like that, but nobody comes with a dirt bike. So remember, we had to go meet the prince, and then we heard the story of how the guy became the prince. That they every year they have to jump off the cliff.
No, that's the key.
And they have to swim out to that island, little rock thing. They climb up to the rock, and they got to get the bird egg.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? And they can't break the bird egg, and they have to jump back off the rock, climb back up off that cliff, and be the first one to say, "I got the bird egg, and it didn't break." And then you're the prince.
Yes, you're the prince for till the next year.
You're the prince for a year.
Yep.
that was the story.
Hey,
that's
Johnny,
that was.
Speaking of the prince, did you happen to queue up any Dominican Republican or the Dominican Republic?
I did not.
Because I
didn't know that Kenny was there. Because I didn't think we were going to have Rudy.
And the guy that we toured with, the kid that Rudy was teaching how to ride, his name was the Little Prince. His dad was running for president and was.
Is that the guy with the little gun?
Yeah. So we had bodyguards and the whole thing. And
yeah.
Like we were rolling around in Lexuses and shit.
You went on that,
Kenny?
On that trip.
Yeah,
I didn't go on that trip.
Yeah, it was me, myself, Bubba, Kenny, Rudy, and
Carrie Hart,
and
Pink.
Thorn.
Carrie Hart and Twitch.
Carrie Hart and Twitch. And didn't we?
Yeah.
We have Thorn. We met up with Thorn.
Oh, you had Thorny there. Yeah.
Yeah, because we went to this race called the Grand Parada or some shit. Remember that, kid?
Okay.
We raced there for years. Like I've been to Dominican probably like 25 times, and we used to race there. So it's kind of another thing. You guys came in, and it was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. That was
Why don't we'll do another one with you and Rudy, and we'll talk about that particular adventure. And we also have with Rudy Costa Rica.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. So,
wait, Kenny, your race series, your track, you have a whole like track series going and all kinds of shit, right?
Yeah, it's I don't know. I guess I've gotten old, so got to do something. So we knew it was kind of coming. I knew in time that this is what I wanted to do. So 10 years now I've been doing this. So I've been grinding for about 10 years, and yeah, we put together.
is it mostly Florida?
Yeah, it's just Florida, and
Florida, okay.
we're more like a travel series. So I don't own a facility. I don't own a track. We just own a series, and then we travel to all the different tracks. So I make deals with all different the track owners.
I'm gonna go D style.
So we
Yeah.
we make our rounds. We got a pretty special thing. It's really family oriented, and yeah, it's a lot of fun because I kind of get to give back, So
Yeah.
yeah, it's all good. And I don't take it too serious though. There's like 1% of them guys that'll go pro.
So,
So you just got to keep
for
everybody safe.
you take young kids and you train them
Well,
on a motocross track.
yeah. Well, that basically comes with the whole deal is
Uh-huh.
they race our series from 4 years old all the way up to like 60. We got 70-year-old rider.
Oh, cool.
So we got classes for everybody. But
Yeah.
yeah, I do help kids and stuff
So
like
moto for everyone.
Yeah. But I used to train a lot more than now that we got the series. It's
Uh-huh.
it keeps me busy. So we still train a couple times a week though.
And how about yourself? You still racing? Veteran class?
Man, no, I thought about it. I've rode and it's just not worth it, man.
Yeah.
I got an 8-year-old kid now, and it's just not really.
Uh-huh. You don't want to break nothing.
Can't afford to get hurt or do something stupid. I've had a good run, and got to tour with Crusty. I got to qualify for main events in the pros. I'm happy with what I did. So
nice.
I don't gotta keep going.
So people that want to, hook up and go in your series or get trained by you, tell people out there what's the .com or
check it out.
How do they find you?
Yeah, I4MX is the series name, i4mx.com or Kenny Yoho on Facebook.
Okay.
You can link up there or Instagram, or we got a website, i4mx.com. But if you're down in Florida and you're looking to race, we provide a good series, and it's yearly. So yeah.
So if people just look up your name, Kenny Yoho MX, they're gonna find you.
Yep, I4MX is the name of the
I4MX. Okay.
Yep, I4MX.
Cool.
There's a big interstate. There's a big interstate that runs through Florida here. I4.
Oh, Interstate 4.
Oh, okay. That's the I4 part. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And does Rudy still ride? I see him once in a while on posts and stuff, like with his kid and all that with the bikes.
I don't know. Like I ate breakfast with Rudy like 10 years ago, maybe 9 years. I don't know. It's been a while. So I was definitely looking forward to getting to talk to Rudy as well. So
yeah, how funny is that? He didn't pull
it.
Rudy.
Well, Rudy, for people out there, Rudy Waller, you can look him up. He's down in Panama, so he teaches kids, right, how to ride MX and stuff like that down in Panama. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's running like a training area, and
yeah. Rudy lived over here in Florida for over 10 years, and then he decided to move back, and he has a kid that's like 10 years old. He's pretty, he's just living the life like he grew up. His dad was a military guy. I went over there in Panama and then met his mom, and that's how Rudy became. He could speak both languages, and he could do a lot of stuff. So
Rico Suave.
That's what we call him, though, because he was always late, and he always, just Rico. So that's
Rico. That was cool going, with both you guys to, experience Chile and then go on to Easter Island was a one of a kind for us. I mean, that's one of the 7 wonders of the world. I think the only other one we've been, I went with Lincoln to Machu Picchu. We've been to like a volcano in New Zealand, but Easter Island, they call that the belly button of the earth.
The belly button of the earth.
The belly button of the earth. I think it's only like 7 miles long.
Yeah, it's 11 miles
across. It's not very big.
Like that.
No. I definitely want to thank you guys for giving us the opportunity, and it worked out with Link and Sync not going. It kind of gave us our our segment, and so it kind of worked out.
Exactly, gave you guys a little limelight.
We need to when we get Rudy round up, let's go back on with Rudy, and we'll check out the Dominican Republicans.
Yeah, we can go back to Dominican.
Yeah, I'd love to, man.
Well, Dominican and Costa. You got any other stuff queued up for your dog or no?
I think that's it. With what we're doing here,
Let's wait till we get Rudy in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw your podcast with Bub. You have a podcast every week, Yoho?
I do. It's I4MX. If you link up with us on YouTube, it's I4MX Family, I4MX Facebook. But yeah, just link up with us. We do a podcast every Wednesday. We talk about the races, the points. That we're on round 7, so we talk about the point series and got a lot of shit to talk about within the series. So yeah, we do a weekly podcast for that. So
yeah,
and awesome. What divisions?
There's all from beginners. Like our series. I like the brand new people. That's what I want. I want to like get more people into the sport. So so yeah, we have like from beginners all the way up to the pro riders. We've had Chase Sexton, we've had Chad Reed, we've had a lot of riders race our series. J Law.
There you go.
Yeah, a lot of people come in. It's cool. Right now, Christian Craig's son races our series. So yeah, it's kind of a lot of the pro dudes have moved to Florida. A lot of people are moving to Florida.
Do you guys still have 2-strokes out there?
Yeah, we have 2-stroke open. We have a 2-stroke class.
We don't have 2-strokes anymore.
California doesn't let.
We got 4-strokes. Yeah.
No, they're making a comeback now.
Well, people are trying to collect them now.
Well, it'll go all electric now. Everything's going to turn electric soon enough.
We have the electric 50s. We don't have like the big bike electric classes, but yeah, we're waiting on that. So
that's probably coming.
It'll be coming, definitely.
Yeah.
Cool. You guys got the UTVs out there?
We do. We got these buggies. Dana, you would like the buggies.
Yeah, you guys swamp buggy them out. You put all the hoopy ass tires on them and blow them out through the swamp, right?
No, they're racing them, man. They're racing the buggies. We do like 6 rounds a year where but they're not big buggies. They're like Odysseys.
Yeah, but more. Are they off road?
Yeah, they're off road, and they got like a whole clan of them, and they all come and race. And
me and Dee, we got the Polaris Razor Turbo, but tell Kenny what's the new one coming?
Oh yeah, we ordered one of those Robbie Gordon cars we've been waiting on. That should be coming pretty soon. That'll be pretty nice. It's out of the box, you know what I mean? Good to go.
Send me some pictures of that.
It's gonna be way too fast.
Yeah.
I'll put you in the passenger seat with Dana.
Yeah.
No, hell no. I'll pass.
Yeah, cool.
No, it was good times. It was a lot of good times, and it sucks that Sync Mars has passed away, but at least I got to spend that time with him.
You know that time that we took him out there to Chile. You remember he came out of a really bad accident. I think it was his back or something like that. He didn't want to ride anymore, and I spent a couple weeks talking to him on the phone, convincing him that he's got to go to Chile. And it was the first time that Sync Mars ever rode, since we're talking about 2-strokes, ever rode a 4-stroke. I think it was CRF 450.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he was like, yeah, pumped. So yeah, it was like unleash the beast with that guy because he was sitting in, hospital bed for way too long in his house, and I think he was, just depressed, and so he had his last blast there in Chile with us.
He was going big too. He was going big for sure.
He went huge.
Yeah, no doubt. So, and then Link Croswell too. We become pretty good friends. We got to. I'm trying to think. Did we film in Canada before too?
Yeah, we went to Kamloops. I know, and we went also to yeah. We went to the island.
We were in
Thornies, and we went to that island.
Oh, we went to Thornies on the East Coast.
Thorny, we did Canada too. So that was
and you did a jump demo over there.
Remember, I went out on the cross and fucking wadded up right off the bat, and you weren't ready, Dan?
Yeah. You had some hoopty ass fucking landing truck thing. Remember that?
Next time, wait for me.
I think that was Thorny's truck, wasn't it? That blacked out, whatever.
Yeah.
Metal Militia.
No, it was that crisscross at his farm. There was like the 100-foot, table crisscross or something, and we were crisscrossing.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. At his dad's.
Yes, his dad's. Yeah. Uh-huh. And then they remember that it was like a rhythm section. I don't know, what did he get a neighbor or something to loan us the land, or did you have to pay for the land?
No, he had a lady that was a neighbor, and we had a pretty big jump over there, like 100-footer, something like that. That the lady let him build.
Yeah.
Thorny. Yeah.
But there was 4 of them though. Remember I don't know.
It was a 4-pack. It was like a 4-pack or something, right?
Yeah, and I was chasing you guys with a helicopter.
Yes. No, you always. Yeah, Chili.
Yeah. Well,
that's another thing.
Best seat in the house, my friend.
Try to get Thorny because, there's definitely a lot of good stories there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Thorny.
I remember Dana and Thorny coming out in the overalls.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I still got my overalls. I still got those fuckers.
Yep.
I remember all the hockey players in town were just a mess, man. You didn't want to go to the liquor store. They're like, half of them didn't have no teeth. They're like, fuck, what up, mate? Thorny's town was a little rough.
They don't say mate. They go, hey, oh.
Yeah, hey, boy. Hey.
Shout out to Bubba too. Is Bubba in the hospital? I talked to him today.
Yeah, we got Bubs in the hospital. They're clearing him out so we can get him on tour.
That's what he said. So he's getting a cleanup, and his brother got sick.
Out, like his kidneys and his lungs are something to do with that. So yeah, everybody, cheer on Bub.
Yep.
Bubba.
Yeah. No bueno.
Yeah.
All right. Shit.
Well, that was cool, Kenny. Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for the invite, and like I say, we'll spread
fun stories. We'll have you back on next time. Let's talk about you and Rudy going to Dominican and some other stories.
Yeah, maybe we'll get Thorny on there too.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you too on the flesh gear stuff. Because my people will be watching this stuff. You got the.
Dana's got flesh gear going.
Absolutely. If you want to, I can give you a coupon code for any of your riders to pass on. Give them like a team discount or whatever,
Yeah, and I like different stuff. Like everybody's got, Fox and different, So the flesh gear shit's cool. That's what I'd be rocking.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I've been playing around with a little bit of the new. I messed around with a little bit of the new style like gear. It seems like they don't make shit very thick anymore. You know what I mean? You're gonna cartwheel, you're gonna blow through it. So I'm in that middle ground of like keep old school traditional stuff that ain't gonna rip apart, but new school style.
Yeah, I like it. I like the look, So
Yep. Well, we're still going. Fleshgear.com, still rocking and rolling.
Absolutely, definitely go check that out. Like I say, if I raced, I should hit you up. So
Kenny,
yes,
finally
sir.
got a tattoo.
Oh shit!
Oh, yeah, I got the bruise.
Can't see the guy?
No, you got to back away.
Put your hand down like this. Yeah, put your hand down. Oh, you got Bruce. Okay.
Yeah,
That's cool.
There you go. The guy.
Finally did it. Yeah. So.
It's funny because when I showed Feist that, he's like, I got the same one on my leg.
Does he? Yeah, well, that makes sense.
All right, well, shit. If
All right, Kenny.
Florida, we're going to look you up.
Absolutely.
Good to catch up, buddy.
Yep.
Anytime, brother. Anytime y'all want to come down, let me know.
All right. Well, thanks for having us, letting us.
We're hanging out in California.
Podcast, and we will talk to you soon.
Florida, we'll hit you up.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Maestro. I think we're going to sign off on this one.
All righty. Sounds like a plan, but before we do, John, take it away and tell the viewers what's happening next Tuesday.
We don't know yet, do we?
Yes, we do. Next Tuesday, check us out. We got one of our favorite guys that not only grew up with Crusty Demons, but also Flesh Gear that Kenny was talking about. We have Colin Morrison.
Cool.
Coming on next Tuesday.
And hey, you got to press subscribe.
And we'll see you then. Yeah.
And where can all the viewers find us here, John? Where can all the viewers find us?
The viewers can find us look at us on Crusty.com, vaultofchaos.com, and official Crusty Demons YouTube. So we're on all those, and I think we're on Spotify as well.
Yeah, whatever you're on.
We're gaining different platforms.
Hey, whatever you're on, push the subscribe button bullshit. So
yeah, and subscribe to us so we can connect with you guys.
Yep. All right. Well, till the next riddle, we're out.
See you guys.
All right, Kenny.
See you, Kenny.
Easy.
Later, brother.
Have a blessed evening, everyone.